Your job doesn't stop when inclement weather starts. Bad weather increases your risks on the road. To better protect yourself and the equipment, keep your truck current with its scheduled maintenance and consider the following when hazardous conditions could be present. Wearing your seatbelt is not only the law, it can save your life. It's especially important that you perform a high-quality pre-trip inspection when the weather is bad. And note that your pre-trip inspection may be different when inclement weather is possible. Lights provide you visibility to the things in front of you, but also serve as an important indicator for nearby motorists when visibility is impacted by weather. Increase the frequency of these checks throughout the drive. Inclement weather can wear down wiper blades more quickly. You should replace any wiper blade that is worn down, torn, or cracked. To minimize the impact snow and ice can have for visibility, select a washer fluid based on the lowest temperature you'll encounter on the road during the season. Please note that blends and additives should not be used as long-term solutions as they can result in decreased lubrication and reduced fuel economy. If you rely on extended engine idling as a solution to avoid starting problems on cold mornings, you may want to consider the installation of an ultracapacitor. An ultracapacitor, or engine start module, delivers consistent power as the temperature drops, with high cranking current all the way to below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. If idling cannot be avoided, keep the engine at 850 RPM on days when the temperature is between 5 and 32 degrees Fahrenheit to avoid EGR fouling, which occurs when the aftertreatment isn't receiving the heat it needs. Consider keeping a backup fuel filter in your truck during colder months. When fuel is at risk of gelling, a dirty fuel filter makes the situation much worse. As fuel begins to gel, the particles can easily get stuck in a dirty fuel filter, reducing the flow of fuel and impacting the engine's ability to start. You should replace or repair any tire that doesn't have sufficient tread to handle the conditions. This is particularly important for driving in snow, slush, and ice. You should also make sure that you have the appropriate traction equipment in the vehicle and know the laws of the states you're driving in to ensure you're in compliance when using traction equipment. The accidents that occur while driving in inclement weather are sometimes a result of going too fast for the conditions. Failure to reduce your speed or sudden changes in your speed can create a dangerous situation when driving in snow, ice, or rain. Keep in mind that stopping or slowing takes longer while driving in winter weather. Increase your following distance 2 or 3 times beyond what you would normally use and give yourself and others more time to react. Since 1997, Kenworth trucks come standard with anti-lock braking, or ABS. If you're operating with ABS and icy conditions result in a loss of control, apply the brakes normally. Use steady constant pressure and steer the chassis in the desired direction to help gain control. You should not pump the brakes. The ABS is doing that electronically and will function more efficiently and much faster than a driver's own reaction time. If your vehicle is equipped with an optional deep mud and snow control, you can use this function to allow for greater control of engine power and wheel spin during a traction control event. When operating on soft road surfaces, press the mud-snow switch. The ATC lamp will flash slowly whenever the ATC system is operating in the mud-snow mode. Always turn the feature off when driving on a firm road surface. To turn off, simply press the switch again. When road surfaces are covered with snow or ice, or when traction is limited, you may consider enabling your interaxle differential lock. This feature locks the front and rear axles to the same speed to improve traction. The cross locks can also be enabled to lock all rear wheels together for even more traction. Keep in mind that rear axle damage can occur when the interaxle and cross locks are engaged in high traction situations, so it's recommended to only use when necessary. The interaxle lock and cross locks will automatically disengage when the vehicle reaches 25 miles per hour. If your vehicle is equipped with the PACCAR automated transmission, it's important to note that weather does not influence the transmission shift schedule unless an ABS or traction control event occurs. Upshifts and downshifts still occur in drive mode when RPM thresholds are met. However, if you observe low friction road conditions and do not want the transmission to shift, risking wheel slippage, put the transmission into manual mode. Manual mode holds the current gear under most operating conditions. The transmission will only shift when you use the up or down shift request. Once road conditions improve, you should revert back to drive mode for optimal transmission performance. Refer to the PACCAR transmission module for more information on these controls. The engine, brake, and clutch will temporarily disengage whenever the system detects wheel slip and will re-engage when traction is resumed. It is recommended that you do not utilize the engine brake in inclement weather, as it may cause the wheels to lock up. Cruise control is a great feature, improving fuel economy and reducing driver fatigue, but it can be detrimental when used in wet conditions. When you're driving on wet roads, disable your cruise control and lower your speed.